The Harbor View Marina restaurant located in East End is recreating an exquisite and intricate part of Virgin Islands culture, a brick oven. The new restaurant, while offering an amazing new product, brick oven pizza, to its clients, is also honoring Beresford Smith, a stalwart community member who at a very young age started to build brick ovens in East End. Ron Grant has this report.
A brick oven, which was once used by many Virgin Islanders to bake various breads and pastries, is presently being reconstructed at the Harborview Marina restaurant.
You know, having the cultural aspect of it was the most important thing for me because not only as a contractor but as a businessman, like in most of the business that we do, I think we're kind of losing our culture. So for me to have the opportunity to put something that I knew I grew up seeing back into what we're doing today, you know, was very, very important to me.
This more modern version of a brick oven will be used to bake brick oven pizza. Those who have an affinity for brick oven pizza may not know the specificities on why it tastes so good, but the difference between brick oven pizza and regular oven pizza is self-evident with just one bite. Mr. Dion Crab of the Crab family spoke about how this concept was created and how he hopes it can serve the Virgin Islands community culturally and educationally.
A brick oven is something that was used back in the day by most of our parents, grandparents as the main source of cooking. The property manager for the JY Harborview Marina restaurant actually came up with the concept of, you know, why not create the brick oven concept. I think he went to St. Martin or somewhere and he actually had a pizza from in a brick oven. For me, you know, as soon as I heard it, I know my mom had a brick oven back in the day, and it was something that was extremely interesting to me because, you know, her having one, being able to put one on the property, you know, it made so much sense. So right now we're in the process of actually constructing a brick oven, creating a cuisine that I don't think has ever been done in Tortola locally, you know, in any restaurant as yet. Hopefully it can create tons of spin-off, but apart from just creating the brick oven, we actually have the gentleman here with us today that actually built the brick oven that my mom had, 60 years ago. So I'm really, really excited about that.
This modern brick oven is also being named in honor of Mr. Beresford Smith of East End, who at the tender age of 14 began working in construction. He later became solely responsible for building practically all the brick ovens in the East End community and Tortola.
I was the first youngest tradesman in the British Virgin Islands. I do construction, build houses, all the major big school. I work with my father and we build that Willa Whitley School.
Willa Whitley Primary School, that's awesome.
Yeah, and
Wonderful.
all those years and years I repair buildings, I build new buildings. As a matter of fact, 90% of the buildings in this country, in my early years I built. I teach all the young men the profession. I was not selfish. Whatever I knew, I give it the tile. I learned the tile work in St. John and the plumbing in St. John. And when I came home to Tola, I put in back flush toilets and things in all the buildings. And I give all the young men the opportunity to learn the plumbing and the tile work. And so before foreign workers came to the island, I was the one who, as fast as they come to the island, I teach them.
Mr. Dion Crab saw it fit to honor such a stalwart community member who has contributed significantly to the development of the territory.
I know him as being a pioneer in the construction industry. I think he was one of the first main contractors in the eastern area, I would say the whole of Tortola. We're actually talking about Mr. Beresford Smith. I mean, we could go back as far as God knows with all of the different projects. Whenever, like for me being a young contractor, all of the names that I hear and the guys that worked on the different keys, everything, he was always one of the names that actually came up. So to have him here now, you know, me being a young contractor, him being the the king of contractors. You know, I'm extremely honored.
Mr. Smith was present during the construction of the brick oven and said he felt happy to be honored in such a way. A plaque will be engraved on the brick oven in honor of Mr. Beresford Smith. I'm Ron Grant for JTV News.